Another day, a new beginning, another time to do better. May it be with your work, your studies, or simply just yourself. Today is a chance to change, to get rid of that negative thought and develop a positive outlook, to avoid that bad or unhealthy habit and work on a productive routine. As they say, change is inevitable. And we could all agree to that, since we lived in the days of the so-called new normal. Life back then had been quite challenging, which even got worse since the COVID-19 took place. From then on, we have to be vigilant not to expose ourselves with the coronavirus. And yes, we can carefully avoid from being infected. But in one way or another, we are all affected. Health and safety protocols must be observed everywhere. Face mask has to be a part of our OOTD. A lot of people lost their jobs, while many people lost their lives. This global health crisis brought such a drastic change in our society and even in our personal lives. When for others, staying at home means to bond with family or trying out a new hobby. For others, it triggered stress, anxiety, and depression due to financial struggle, loneliness, and so much more problems that arise. Many plans has to be cancelled. Friendships and relationships were being tested. One's faith might have been shaken. However, despite of all those complications and problematic instances, at some point, this whole thing of pandemic could also be a blessing in disguise. It opened up new doors of opportunities. It allowed us to slow down and reflect, which brought up several realizations. It enabled us to refocus on things and people that really matter to us. Who are you before COVID-19 came to exist? Who will you be when this pandemic ends? Will you be wiser with your finances? Will you be smarter in your studies? Will you pray more often? Will you treasure the value of life? Will you be that same exact person that you used to be? Or would you be the same person, but the better version? COVID-19 pandemic would be a remarkable chapter in the history. This could be one of the toughest times in the economy and the darkest phase in one's personal story. But through this, we are being taught to look at the brighter side in every situation. Although life is getting harder, always remember that because of this, you became stronger.